So Cypher PK, of all people, has come out and given his take on the whole Fortnite drama situation. The layoffs, the UEFN situation where you have these map makers making the copy and paste, steal the brain rot maps, red versus blue, and making millions upon millions of dollars doing this. And honestly, I did not expect Cypher PK to come out and really say any of this. I actually used to watch Cypher PK. I actually liked his content before. I mean, I guess you could say that about all Fortnite creators back in like chapter 2 days, where they would like make content like on the game actually, and like literally just do like update videos, you know, literally just gameplays, hop in, live commentary. And they just haven't been doing that recently. Everybody is doing this like highly catered Mr. Beast challenge videos. Whoever wins this XX gets XX dollars, and play my creative map, and my creative map UEFN map. I recreated chapter 2. I get sick of it. So I couldn't watch him anymore because of all the child maxing he was doing. It was getting too much to me, right? But it seems like he's actually being an adult now and doing content I actually like, okay? I like him actually giving his opinion on all this drama. So we'll be going over some of the things he said. There's like a whole 20-minute video about every little thing, but I found 5 of the most of the main clips that are actually going viral that he has stated, right? So I'll be playing them for you guys, and I'll be giving my opinion on what he's been saying here. So here's the first one.
The only good news that I can personally give is that, thank God, GTA 6 is not out right now. And it's not coming out anytime soon, right? We still got some time. Because if GTA 6 releases, like, while Fortnite is in this state, we're all jumping ship. Every creator I know is going to jump ship. And a lot of people are going to just go. Right? Do we know if GTA 6 is going to live up to the hype? We don't know, but everyone's ready for something new. And if Fortnite is not delivering, people will jump hard. Okay.
Before I get into it, I do want to say, obviously, I don't agree with everything SypherPK says. There's actually going to be a lot of clips I'm going to be playing for you guys, which I actually do agree with SypherPK and a lot of issues. But as for this clip in particular, completely fucking infactually wrong. Completely wrong. The idea that when GTA 6 comes out, it's going to be this Fortnite killer. Everybody's jumping ship. Nobody's going to be playing Fortnite anymore. All the content creators are going to play GTA 6. There's going to be no more player base. Fortnite is done for. Completely false. Completely false. And I think anybody with a functioning brain could realize that. Over the years, when a new game comes out, it's always like, oh, this is going to kill Fortnite, right? We're seeing that with games like, you know, when Arc Raiders came out, Ninja went to it, Nick30 was playing it. They're like, oh, this is going to be the Fortnite killer. No, it hasn't. I remember when Battlefield 6 came out, literally not even the same genre. People were like, this is the Fortnite killer. Like, how? Okay, how? When all these games come out, it's like, oh, it's suddenly going to kill Fortnite. No, Fortnite's like unkillable at this point. Despite all these layoffs and all these problems, the game's happening, the game's not going to die. We're in too far. You have all these collabs. You have the game's free to play, constant live service updates. The game's not going to die out. 100% not going to die out. But the fact that these creators think that if GTA 6 releases, even if when Fortnite is in this terrible bad state, that everybody's going to be jumping ship, it's just false. There's going to be so many creators who are going to stick to Fortnite because they know the audience. GTA 6 is a mature game. It's literally a mature title. While Fortnite is rated for teens, but the majority of players for Fortnite are children. They're kids. Like, let's be honest here. It's not even sugarcoat it. Just in that regards, you're already, you know, you're not getting the kids playing that game. Their parents aren't going to want them to play the game, and they want to play a little bit more of a safer kiddo game, right? Like cartoony graphics, tons of collabs from their favorite IPs, so forth and so on, right? Another thing, GTA 6 is literally going to be costing like $70, $80. We don't even know. Some people are saying it's going to cost $100 or $120 for the base edition. Just in that regards, it can't kill Fortnite, right? It just cannot. Like, okay, sure, if it was free to play, it would, you could maybe get there, but it's not even gonna touch Fortnite because it's a paid game, right? That's why Roblox is Fortnite's biggest competition. That's why Tim's out here like Roblox is gonna, our main rival is Roblox right now because Roblox is free to play and there's a lot of kids on that game. As for GTA 6, it's gonna cost money. 1, 2, the game isn't even launching on PC at launch. I think in 2027 is when it's going on PC. It's only going to be launching on consoles. That's another big problem. And thirdly, the game is not going to have any modding at launch, I don't think. I think that's planned for later on when the PC edition ships. And even after the PC edition ships, we still are going to have to wait probably into 2028 for GTA 6 to actually, get us modding tools and all that, like GTA 5 is right now. This is a years-long process. I understand that GTA 6 is probably undisputedly the most hyped game that's out right now, or the most hyped game that people are excited for. But the idea that it's going to be this Fortnite killer and all the creators are going to jump ship and all the players are going to quit the game, even if Fortnite is in a really bad state, no. It literally doesn't matter. Like, GTA 6 will not be able to beat Fortnite. And it's like, it's not even, they're just so separate genres that it's not even like really, like the competition isn't really there, I would say. Fortnite's competing with Roblox and I would even say Minecraft more than it's going to be competing with GTA 6. And sure, a lot of creators will go play it, but I'm telling you, like the majority of fan base is not jumping to GTA 6, 100% not. It doesn't matter what's happening with Fortnite. It's just not. Like, Fortnite would really have to go downhill. And I'm talking like they would have to not update the game. It literally would have to be like a chapter 2 where it's constant delays, not updating the game, terrible optimization, the game client doesn't run, and no more collabs. They stopped the collabs because collabs is what is bringing in the players, and collabs are such a big deal with Fortnite. That's like the #1 thing that they are doing to bring in players is collabs. They would have to stop doing that. The seasons would have to be so terrible. Like, I'm talking like terrible. Even then they'd probably still, maintain a consistent player base. But that's just my take on that. We got some more clips to be going over. Let's go over this one.
Messed up from the beginning, dude. Like, they didn't need to roll out UEFN and pay millions of dollars to the most simple 1.0 maps ever made. Like, that's truly where they fucked up, because it had a domino effect, right? You have these simple ass maps making millions. People think they can come in and make good games on Fortnite and also make millions. They spend all the development time, they make good games, they realize there's roadblocks, those games don't do well, it doesn't fit the algorithm, it doesn't fit what the players are wanting to play. Those developers get burned, they leave the Fortnite ecosystem. There's no quality games. Quality games aren't being made because they're not worth making. And then now you're stuck with just brain rot and simple concepts that are ported over from Roblox or that are copy pasted, and that is success on UEFN. That is the true success. So like it's cooked. It's cooked.
100% agree with SypherPK right here. He is spitting some facts, right? This has always been a problem with Fortnite, even before UEFN with Creative 1.0, but people weren't making really much. People weren't making any money from it, really. When UEFN launched, there was just a possibility to make millions of dollars. And these creators saw that just making these low quality, steal the brain rot clone maps and these red versus blue maps, literally throwing prefabs on the ground, would make them millions of dollars. So these UEFN creations where people are putting in these like hours and months and years into development work is a total waste of time. Because when they ship their map, when they ship their product, basically, it doesn't go nowheres. They get denied. It doesn't go on the Discover tab. And if your map does not make it on the Discover tab, that's like that's guaranteed to fail. 100% guaranteed to fail if your map does not make on Discover. And that's the sad reality of it, right? So people, he's like echoing what he said, people are coming in, they're seeing that you can make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars by making these low quality template maps, Literally, you can like import that shit from fucking Roblox. I'm seeing people do that, and or just throwing, like I said, throwing prefabs on the ground. Creative one, literally, like these maps look like they're made in Creative 1.0. They don't even look like they're made in UEFN. The only UEFN features I'm seeing is the custom brain rot 3D models, and that's it. Literally everything else can be made in 1.0 with the prefab system and with the device systems as well to make the game actually work. And these people are coming in and making those maps rather than actually making high quality maps and putting dev time into it, because there's no return. You make no money doing it. You literally, all that amount of years you spend on your map, you get nowheres because it don't go nowheres. They don't get on Discover. Nothing happens. And that's the big problem. Like, it's sad because when UEFN first launched, I was so hyped. If you go on the Reddit for Fortnite Creative, I think it's still called that, at least. Hopefully it is, not Fortnite UEFN. But if you go on there, you will see such high quality maps that will make your head spin. There's this one map, I think even Tim Sweeney retweeted it. I don't want to bring up Tim Sweeney now, but he did. It's this like pirate fighting game with a ship. I'll try to put that on screen as well. There's all these tons of just high quality maps and experiences that unfortunately will fail, guaranteed, and will not get anywheres, because Discover is just made, honestly, it's made for these low quality maps, and you can't really blame them 100% because that's what the players are playing. Truthfully, that's what these, like, majority of the player base, which are kids, they're playing these low quality maps. And it definitely is a big part of Epic's fault for making Discover and the UI system so trash. But I will say a lot of players are choosing to play these low quality maps, and if that draws in the players, they're making mad money. I don't like how, with that said, I don't like how Fortnite's coming out saying they need money to pay their bills when they're paying these map makers millions of dollars. Let me see how much money they actually put out. I have a screenshot of it. I think it's like $750 million they paid out. Oh yeah, they paid $720 million, more than $720 million to UEFN creators, but they claim they have no money to pay their own employees and developers. Yeah, that's just wild. And I don't want to like put shame on actual good map makers, because once again, like, they're actually making experiences and maps and putting in dev work, but I can't sit here and it's like both parties have really big faults in my personal opinion. Both parties definitely have faults. Definitely a lot more for Epic Games, because they're the ones, you know, they're the creators of the system. They're the one that make the Discover and all that terribly bad, and they're incentivizing players to make these dog dookie maps because they draw in the most money. So, you know, that's just my take on it. But let's go into the next clip.
Give me at least 3 minutes before I can get it. It was never ready. Even today, it's not ready. Because in order for Fortnite UEFN to be successful, they have to have the same speed and delivery as Roblox. That is like the bare minimum. That is the bare minimum. I can hop into a Roblox game in less than 8 seconds. Okay? I can hop into... I'm in. Okay? I just hopped into a random Roblox game in less than 8 seconds. If I want to hop into a Fortnite UEFN map, give me at least 3 minutes before I can get it.
Now, this is a very, very big deal. This is probably one of the most important problems with Fortnite right now that people don't really grasp or understand, right? The fact that you can get into a Roblox game in less than 8 seconds, and he showed it on stream, I thought that was such a respectful move to like literally prove it right then and there on his stream rather than just talking about it. Just goes to show how bad Fortnite is in the position it's in right now, right? With Fortnite, it's like everything takes so goddamn long to load. The client has to load all the battle pass and pop-ups on your screen, and the launcher is dookie, and you gotta download this, you gotta download like Save the World and BR separately, or you can if you don't want to, and then you gotta go find the map, and then you gotta wait like 50 minutes for the map to actually like be done preparing, and then when it's prepared, you gotta sit in a loading screen, and when you sit in a loading screen and it launches, you gotta wait for everything to load in, and it's like this terrible situation. Also including that Fortnite requires an internet connection to play anything on the game. You can't even play your own maps by yourself without an internet connection, right? And I think that's another terrible problem, where you have games like Roblox and Minecraft where I think on your own private islands and on your own private stuff, I know in Minecraft, I don't know about for Roblox, but you can actually play that offline. With Fortnite, it wants a constant internet connection, which really just kills the whole experience as well. Like, you should be able to play creative maps solo by yourself if you don't have an internet connection. Like, straight up. You should be able to launch the game without an internet connection. You shouldn't need internet. You should be able to launch the game and go into any map you want and be able to play solo. Obviously BR, you wouldn't, I mean, well, BR you should, it just should be a bot lobby. They should add bot lobbies, separate playlists, but yeah, like that's another big problem here. People really forget that this is actually a really, really big deal, and maybe in the future, I know they're working on like this Fortnite Lite mode or Fortnite Lite client that might make things faster, but right now everything being jam-packed together, this metaverse like BR, Save the World, Festival, all these other modes, and then you have everything with like the creative UEFN side all smacked into one, really ruins the experience. Everything should be separate. Everything should be separate. Fortnite UEFN creative should be its own client, honestly. I'm gonna be straight up honest. If it was, then you'd be able to achieve this. You'd be able to have a Roblox thing where it would take less than 8 seconds for the game to load if it was own, you know, if it was its own client. Now we'll go on to SypherPK talking about Gearsy. Oh no, he hates Gearsy.
Gearsy made tens of millions of dollars on a map that wasn't even really his. It was an idea that wasn't his. He took down other maps using like the takedown system. He abused the hell out of that, killed off competition, was toxic, and Epic gave that motherfucker tens of millions of dollars, right? And he isn't the only one. There's a lot of map creators that did shady things, did scummy things. The least of them, like the smallest offense was them just being talentless, like not having unique ideas or anything like that. That's the smallest offense. But some of them took it a step further and were like shady as fuck, and they got millions of dollars. I honestly don't even think, like, people mad about Steal the Brain Rot. Like, dude, Steal the Brain Rot is probably a net positive for Fortnite.
Gearsy is the, I don't want to say the creator. I don't want to start SypherPK up, but Gearsy owns one of the biggest Fortnite maps. I think it's the Pit, right? And he's claiming here that Gearsy made tens of millions of dollars. Honestly, he probably did. And he was taking down other maps that was doing the Pit style thing, the Pit style maps. I don't know if that has any truth to it. I don't know if Cypher is just mad that Gearsy's making money and he didn't get to make his own Pit map or something. But you do have to realize that Epic is the one allowing people to do this. So you can't really blame the creators in 100%. Like, they definitely could have some blame to them, but it can't be a 100% blame because Epic is the one that makes the systems and has, like I said before, Epic is the one in charge of everything. But as for Gearsy, if that claim is true and he's taking out other maps that are doing like the Pit and something similar and stuff like that, and he claims Steal the Brain Rot isn't even bad in comparison. If that's true, then that's actually a really piece of shit thing to do, and Gearsy is should be held accountable for abusing the takedown system. It's not even like Epic takedown. I think he's using like copyright, like legal takedown type shit that are just have the same premise, and his map is literally just a blue box. The Pit is a blue box with vending machines and weapons on the ground. And that map is making millions of dollars. You know what? Fuck it. Mid-video. Fortnite.gg is how much money fucking Gearsy's making. Let's see if this is right. Here we go. Gearsy. The Pitland? I don't know. I think he took his maps down. I don't know if he's the owner of this, but this map made mad money. I don't know if he is the Pitland. I don't know if he's in charge of that. But I'll just tell you this, how much money this map made. Total revenue, 8.2 million through 30.8 million dollars. The pit map has made. That's fucking wild. And that's the reason why Epic can't pay their goddamn employees and why they got fire all of them. I don't know. Like, fucking hell, man. What's going on, bro? This is the last clip I'm going to go over with SypherPK. Yeah.
I'm confident that I can swap off of Fortnite and rebuild on a different game. But, like, to me, that feels like throwing in the towel on the game. And I'm not quite ready to do that. Like, I'm not quite ready to do that. Like, I feel like I got to see it through. I got to be here for whatever's going on.
Some people are saying that he's only saying this because the game pays his bills and he's really got no other choice to stick to it. I don't know if he could pull off switching to another game. I don't know what other game he could pull off. Ninja quit Fortnite to play Arc Raiders, and he's got 24 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and bro can't even crack 10K viewers on his videos, right? So, I'm guessing if he did switch a game, he'd probably go to a game like Roblox or Minecraft, and he'd be doing Mr. Beast fucking catered challenge. Whoever does this wins 10,000 Roblox, like Laserbeam is doing nowadays. I miss Laserbeam's old videos, by the way. Literally normal game updates and commentary and memes, and now it's all money, Roblox, and you know Cypher would be doing that too. So maybe he is confident. But throwing in the towel early, I don't know what that means. He's been playing Fortnite for like 9 years, so I don't know what early means. Maybe he's thinking like on the long term, 20+ years or something. He ain't ready to do it. I mean, I don't think anybody will be ready to do it because the game is having so much updates and so much content where you can't really give up on the game ever. There's never going to be a time where you can give up on Fortnite because they're constantly going to be updating. They're constantly going to be having new collabs. They're constantly going to be having new chapters. They're constantly going to having new events. They're constantly going to having everything. There's never going to be a time to quit the game, especially for creators who are making money. Never. There won't be a never. There won't ever be a... When will there be a time? When will there be a time to throw the towel in? When they stop doing collabs? I don't know. When they give up on BR fully and go full on head with the UEFN only? When UEFN is... when they're making BR from UEFN coding? Is that when to quit? I don't understand. I don't think there'll ever be a time to throw in the towel. So I don't really agree with his claim here. There's never going to be a time to leave. But he is making a lot of money from the game, so obviously he's not ready to do it. But that's what I want to say about it. I stayed up all night long because I'm a fucking doomer. Tired. Sleep schedule's cooked. I gotta fix it. But yeah, what do you guys think about Cypher PK? He's got some pretty good takes. Some of his takes are pretty baseless and dookie, but other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, Middle East. Don't bomb the Middle East, though. Oh, shit.